Hey everyone, D3 here from BrightIdeaScouting.com, and today is day 30 of our 30-day countdown towards the new program updates. Monday morning will be June 1st under the new program, and it's been very exciting. So today, on the final day, I wanted to kind of give you the summary. Yesterday we kind of did the high level, 7 things, but I just want to, for those of you that maybe got in halfway, where did we start with? What was everything that we discussed so that you can see the complete summary of everything. So we started off on day 1 talking about adventures. What was an adventure? How did we get to completing one? From there, day 2, we talked about pins and belt loops as the rewards for those adventures. Day 3, we brought in Ethan, our mascot and our guide and our coach, the guy who's a year older in each of the books, to kind of share his adventures. From there, we started spending the next 5 days going through each of the different requirements one by one. Talked about tigers on day 4, wolves on day 5, bears on day 6, webelos day 7, and arrow of light on day 8. From there, we shifted our focus from the books to some resources for the Cub Masters. We talked about ceremonies for dens and packs. And then on day 10, we did the Den Leader Overview Guide. From there, we started diving deeper into each of the Den Leaders Guides. Day 11, we talked about the Tiger Den Leaders. On day 12, we talked about the Wolf Den Leader book. Day 13 was the Bear Den Leader books. 14, we talked about the Webelos Den Leader book. And we got to the halfway point discussing the Arrow of Light Den Leader Guide. We also gave you a few more supplemental things to work with if you are a Den Leader. Day 16, we gave you the Leader How-To book, dealing with all those crafts and skits and songs and stuff like that that you might need help with. Some additional information. Not really necessary, but a lot of extra. Day 17, we talked about team collaboration and how to really use all those books that we'd spent 5 days going over and how to really take it to that next level in your pack. Day 18, we started diving deep into the questions that you had about the transitions, about dealing with the Webelos, your current Webelo 1s, becoming Webelos 2, which is now your Arrow of Light. We talked about pack meeting planning and how we've got 2 years of that on day 19. Day 20, we wrapped up our Arrow of Light discussion, kind of hitting a bunch of different questions in there about that. And on day 21, we talked about our religious emblems and how the duty to God components work. And that was actually a 2-part series, day 21 and day 22. And then we started to talk about training that's going to be coming to your council. Day 23, we talked about Den Leader specific training. Day 24 was Cub Master specific training. Day 25, Pack and Committee training. Day 26, we talked about awards and what awards are out there and that they are changing. And we're actually going to do a more in-depth of all those awards in an upcoming podcast. We're going to break it down one by one. That was more of a high level of what the awards were. Day 27, we talked about taking some of this information and bringing it to your round tables. Day 28, we talked about how this is affecting day camp and summer resident camp and stuff. Yesterday, we gave you your 7 review items of what's changing in scouting as a high level. And then today, we're doing the super wrap up. So, nothing tomorrow, and then Monday, June 1st, we're going to start right back into your questions. So if you've got questions, email me at D3, the number 3, at BrightIdeaScouting.com. So until then, learn everything you can, share everything you know, and live the Scout Oath and Scout Law.